Bullseye.
What up, YouTube Nation? I'm going to bring you a Minecraft BridgeView update, and this is for the month of November. And now, as a tradition now, because at the first of the month I'm usually pretty busy, I will be uploading every BridgeView month update video on the 3rd or 4th, most likely 3rd of the month, just so I can get the stuff that I do at the beginning of the month out of the way. And you're probably wondering where I am. I'm actually on a new skyscraper that Zane built. Zane is not on, but I do want to make an announcement before we take a look, as I usually do like to make announcements for some reason. Lumpy is not, I don't know if I said anything about this, but Lumpy is not going to be building. I don't know if I said this in the last world. There was a guy named Alex, and he's still in the crew. He's still going to do stuff with us, obviously. But he's no longer going to build in the worlds, and we actually have another person who recently got an Xbox One about a week ago, and he's been doing a good bit. He's still starting out, though. His name is Slayus. If you want to go check him out, he was in my Halo 5 number 2 video. I'm ticked off. As by the title, you can probably tell how his debut went. But yeah, and so he's probably going to also appear on GTC. You know, he's going to return on Halo 5 and probably work on here. So he does a lot. And hopefully, you know, once Christmas comes, he'll do more. And who knows, maybe he might be a top member in the crew. But that's all I wanted to say. He does have a house in this world that's currently being built. It's not done yet. It'll probably be done by the time of New Year's Eve. I'll probably get this video up. Like the next one, I'll probably get it up, like I said, the first couple days of the new year. And so it'll probably be done by then, but for now he told me not to show you guys, so it's a surprise. But yeah, so first I'm gonna get out of the intro and I'm gonna show you what has happened. First off, we are in Zanesville, which actually a lot more is happening to Zanesville, and it's gonna be a lot more happening to Zanesville in the future, because I convinced Zane to kind of stop working in Steelport, and I'm going to start working in it, just me, at least for now. And so he decided, I don't know if you're a GTA fan or not, but this is the Maze Bank Arena that Zane recreated in GTA. It's really nice, and down here, which doesn't look like much, you know, the hospital, you already saw that in the last episode, is actually where I'm building. I've already built the base for it, with a little help of Slayus. This is the base for Tinsel Towers. And we've already done the garage down here, if I can show you guys. The garage is done. It's pretty nice. Oh, nope, not done. Not done. I was wrong. Okay, now it's done. The underside is now done. And, yeah, Slayus started working on this project, but literally just today we took over. It's nothing. He's okay with it. He said he was okay with it, but he's going to focus on his house right now. So I'm taking over the Tinsel Towers project. What else? Zane decided to use this little area that I told you about the exit ramps in the last video. Well, Zane decided to take that little space and make another one of his brand gas stations. He's going to start making more of these and probably start making his own brand restaurants as well, which I'm pretty excited about. Sounds pretty good. And also, Zane worked a tiny bit, not a huge amount, but a tiny bit in here. We did a lot of work in the past couple of days since Slayus came here, but he finished the downstairs area, the lobby, for his original skyscraper, and this is like what the second floor and probably the rest of the floors are going to be like. Not much, but still wanted to show you. But yeah, also, if we go down this way, I haven't worked any more on the hotel. I'm sorry about that. I really am. I don't think I'll get done with it anytime soon. That's really all I gotta say. But I did start building some across from it, and I will start to work more in the city now. I will say, I started out the month pretty strong, but somewhere about the middle of the month, like the 3rd and 4th week, like the week of Thanksgiving and the week before that, I kind of got into a slump where I wasn't building a whole lot. But since the end of the month, I'm starting to build a lot more, and I'm getting back on track. It was just, I got overloaded, so I'm sorry about that. There probably would be more here. But I decided to build a McDonald's. just because I wanted some brand restaurants, and I didn't want to do the classic looking McDonald's because I'll probably have Burger King and they kind of look They kind of look similar. So I went with a modern McDonald's. The inside's not done yet, but the entire outside is, and it's really nice. I really do like it. It's not bad. I really do like it. Definitely the like angles up at the top is really what I like most about it. And so yeah, I really like it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I haven't put in the M sign yet. I need to put that in, by the way. I reminded myself on that. Let's see here. I'm kind of doing stuff a little out of order because I have a big surprise that I kind of want to leave towards the end of the video. I guess we'll continue this way, I guess. Oh, actually, no. You know, I never have these scheduled, so you can expect. Now, you guys know how I said I was working on the underwater tunnel here. Well, I finished it. I finished it literally today. I can't remember. I've done a lot today. It's either today or yesterday, from when I'm recording, and it turned out really well. I kind of let it sit for a while. Like I said, I was in a slump, and before that, I was working on a big project, which I will show you pretty soon. But yeah, it turned out really well, and you know, it's like a little section underwater. The whole thing can't be underwater, and also, you know, the closed in 2020 subway station that's always been here, like, ever since Zanesville existed. I decided to revamp it, and I redid it like you would see in, like, New York or Chicago. And, yeah, I know it looks a lot the same. I think I might change the flooring, maybe a little bit. But it's going to be an automatic subway. Now, this side isn't done yet. This side is. I might add more color, obviously, to it. But in terms of the building, it is done. Now, basically what will happen is it's going to be an automatic subway station. It's a much bigger upgrade from last time, and so basically what you're going to do is you're going to go from subway to subway station, and basically the train's going to go on its own. It's going to be a set of minecarts that go at a specific speed, and they'll just go from station to station, and there's like a 10-second timer on there from when, you know, it stops to when it leaves, and it's pretty cool. It's a little more confusing if you guys know about the Southeast rule. Go look it up if you don't, and it really made this difficult, I'm not going to lie. The other side it won't be, but that side it will, and you'll get why if you look up the Southeast rule for Minecraft. But yeah, and I also exploded the grass that was through here, and also Zane decided to add in some wildlife around here a little bit. But that's really about all this for Zanesville. I don't know if you got a little sneak peek when I was turning there, the big project. Gonna save it for the end. Oh, by the way, shocker, Zane decided to put back the freaking... Slays convinced him to put back the beacons. Anyway, we decided to finish the road up, which we did in Zanesville. We got rid of Zane's house. Well, he did. And I actually built... This is a big part. I am glad. Now, if you want to see a tutorial, I may attempt... I don't know how good it's going to be, but I would be open to doing tutorials on houses. This is my first original house from, like, scratch. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty excited on how it turned out. I used tips and cues from Corrales and Safety Boost, who I watched their tutorials. I haven't watched much Corrales lately. He's just not doing too much, like, in terms of tutorials. So I'm watching more of Safety Boost, and this is a lot of inspiration from him. But it's also a real-life house, just made in Minecraft. So it's pretty cool. Let me come inside. None of this is furnished, obviously. But yeah, this is the living room. This is the dining room. The kitchen. Here's a powder room. And here's the garage. Now, I haven't done the backyard yet, because I don't know when he's getting it done, or if he will ever get it done, but Zane's building a house over there, and I don't know how far it's going to extend, so I haven't done the backyard yet. Now, this is actually 2 floors and an attic. So this is the game room, bedroom, another bedroom, and another bedroom. And then you have the attic. So, yeah, the attic. Ta-da! And it's a pretty big house, I'm not going to lie. It's might be bigger than the brick one that I showed you guys in the last episode. Maybe not as quite, maybe a little smaller, actually. I don't know. But I'm really proud on how it turned out. But this is a completely, like, based off real-life house, off an image. Actually, I looked on Google Earth. There's this upper middle class, more higher class neighborhood near where I live, and I decided, oh, stop listening. Stop listening. Gosh, stupid Xbox, I have my Kinect plug in, because I have to, for my friends to be heard. Sorry about that. Anyway, there's this neighborhood near where I live, which have these higher, class houses, which I really like them. So I decided to build one off of them, and I'll probably build more of them, but in my neighborhood. Now, let me go over here. Now, like I said, he built his house over here. I'm going to avoid it as best I can. The problem is that Zane built some over here, and so it's kind of hard to move around. Okay, so here's a tennis court that he made, and I also started working on some roads around here. Okay, moving along. Sorry about that. There's not much. That's really about it. Zane's done some inside work. It's still not done, and I am attempting to get over to Jefferson without looking. Now, I decided to okay. I want to explain some. Waiting for the chunks to load in to obviously show you guys. I am working on a huge neighborhood project. Not just a neighborhood, but Jefferson will no longer be a neighborhood. This is going to be the main neighborhood for Jefferson. This is the main neighborhood for Jefferson, because Jefferson's now going to be like a quiet little town. I live in a unincorporated little community next to a town, and this is kind of like that town in a way. There's going to be some little shops, there's going to be some stores, and some other things. So I'll probably make one more Jefferson exit down the way. But yeah, so far I haven't worked on too much over here except for making plots of lands, roads, and I also worked on a couple of houses, which I will show you. But first, I do want to show you that I also made some new fencing around. So that way, and I haven't done it for only for the houses that are done. And also, one last thing. For you people who are excited, because in February I will have my open beta. Now, I said I was going to do that this month. That is not going to happen. I said it was going to happen a week before Christmas. That's not going to happen. We are being pushed back. We're on a delay. And February, Valentine's Day, probably early, mid-February is when we're going to do it. Now, I also recently valued each of the houses based on bedroom, square footage, baths, and maybe some other utilities that you get. So this one's $250. Now, this is for you people who will come in the world, in the beta, in the alpha, and in the full release, when they have some money to buy a house. This is $250. I've already shown you guys the inside, so I don't really need to. Nothing else has changed. This one's $265 because of the pool, and it's just a tiny bit bigger. This one, because it's 3 stories, it's a 4-bed, 3-bath, it is $400K. It's the most expensive in this entire neighborhood. And these 2 houses together are $275. Now, I will show you the 2 houses. We'll go inside. Again, both of them are not furnished. This is the living room. Study. Bathroom. And here's the garage. Now, these 2 houses are tutorial houses by Safety Boost. So if you're watching, thanks for the house tutorials. This is the kitchen. And out here is a little deck area. And here's a little hot tub, which is nice. It's nice. And not a huge backyard. I haven't even bothered to finish the backyard yet. Wow. I'm lazy. If we go up here on the second floor, I really like the layout of the second floor. Here's a bedroom, a bathroom, and another bedroom. And the reason why I like this, and there's some exposed brick, obviously. The reason why I like it is it just seems like an actual layout I would see in a house, and I do like that. I really like that. This is probably my favorite house. Just the outside design and the inside layout is probably my overall favorite house. And if I were to buy me more houses, which I'm probably will, I don't know if in this neighborhood because I live so close. But I don't know. That's probably my favorite house in this entire neighborhood so far, but who knows. Now, like I said, this one's also $275. Dining room, kitchen, living room, and here's the thing. This house doesn't have the greatest layout. It actually probably has one of the worst. This is the powder room. I'm sorry if I said that, but in my opinion, at the very least, you guys can take advantage for yourself. This is a closet. I couldn't get rid of the window. It has to stay there, and there was just extra space, so I don't know. Here's another closet, and the door system here is not good. Now, I did the entire interior for both houses by myself. Now, the other one, it worked out really well. This one, not as much. It's just how it was designed with the space inside with the walls. It just, I couldn't see many options on how to make it that much better. And also, this one has a pool, actually, which I like that. It kind of raised the value. If it didn't have a pool, it'd probably be a $250 house, sadly. Maybe $265. But yeah, I don't like this house too much. It's all personal preference. Now, the one thing I do like about this living room is kind of how the staircase is like right in here, which is not bad. Now, upstairs, again, not a great layout. Now, this is going to be a bathroom. Not done yet. Actually, not even the walls are done. And here's a bedroom. And here's a bedroom. Now, this house does have some special that the other ones don't, at the very least. This is a bedroom with its own private bath. I really like that. That's like one of the cool features of this house that the other ones don't. But yeah, and in my opinion, it's just not that good looking. It's a generic looking suburban house, and it's not the color. It's just the design. I mean, it's nothing against Safety Boost. It's just overall, it's not my style. My style is brick. And that's probably about it. And this one kind of convinced me to like sandstone, because sandstone in this texture looks really nice. Now, since we've moved on from everything else I think I wanted to talk about, here's the big surprise. We're not continuing the baseball stadium. We have canceled it. We are trying to get it destroyed. It's going to take a while because, well, I don't even know why is there fire burning over here? Gosh, that had to have been there for like a week. This damage was like a week ago. Gosh. Oh man. That fire was burning for a while. But yeah, we decided to stop it because it was too small, and we decided to go some better. So for you people who love baseball, yeah, I don't. And so I decided to go with some that was a little more everyone's taste. Now, if you hate the sport, I'm sorry. But it's my favorite sport in terms of playing, besides basketball and soccer. And I didn't want to do either one. This is a football stadium. Now, it's not done. It's probably 2/3 of the way done. I still need to do like the shell for the outside, the parking lot, and also the third row seating. Now, so far it is, besides that, the first 2 rows, the field, are all done. And I really like it. There's the symbol. The Steelport Steelers. I really like how that turned out. And you can also look at it from this way as well. It's probably better to look from this way. But yeah, the Steelport Steelers. So yeah, really nice. I really do like it. Now this is actually based. I did some changes of my own, but this is based off Dan Lagg's in Los Angeles. It's based off the Los Angeles Laggers football stadium that Dan Lags created. That's in Los Angeles. I watched his video, and if you're watching this, I really hope you are. I watched the video for about a week. Well, no, I'm sorry. 3 days. It felt like a week because I did so much. I did all of this in 3 days. Probably early on in the month, to say the least. Probably in like the first or second week. 3 days. I watched and paused the video so many times. I can't. Like, I saw about every view I could of this place to get an idea of what it was. I had to stop and watch the recording just to figure out how wide these were. I had to look at the seatings to help me guess, and I was able to figure out how he did it. And it took me forever out of those 3 days. Most of the work was looking up, most of the work was in building this, but also a good chunk of it was me looking it up and pausing and pausing and pausing. It was terrible, and I'm still not done. I've stopped on this stadium since it has been a couple weeks. I thought that would have been just a tiny bit obvious, and I'm going to work on some other things, so don't be surprised if no work comes to it. If no work comes to it in the next month, maybe the month after, like in January, I'll start working on it, but I don't know. Now, I do want to talk. I know this video might be a little longer than normal. I am not currently looking at how long this is going. But I do want to talk about some things that me and Zane have goals for. Now, in the last episode, I did say that Zane was going to start working in Zanesville more. Well, that checked off. So, that's good. Now, that was the main thing. Now, the main thing for me, and I also said my focus would be on Jefferson, and I did. So, I'm glad on how the month went overall. Now, here's my goal for this month. This month, I am going to start building my own skyscrapers. I'm imagining 1 to 2. Tinsel Towers is counted as 1. I'll try, I don't know. That's not really my main goal. My main goal overall, is to start work on the airport, which is the spawn point. I told you guys this is going to be the spawn point for the world when you come in. I'm going to try and get that done. And I think I'm also going to work on some other projects as well. I'm going to try and finish the river. I think even over in Richwood, I'm thinking about making an interchange so we can go north there, like the interstate. Build more houses, obviously. But like I said, my main goal is the airport, more work in Jefferson, and to build a lot more buildings in Steelport. Now, I think last month we did good overall, and hopefully this month we will, do good too. I mean, do good as well. Now, the fact that we have Slayus, I hope will help in the coming months, and yeah. So, guys, like I said, and I'll say this again, when the time comes, not yet, but when the time comes for me to do the alpha, what you'll need to do is during the certain time that I give you, you will have to send me a message that says Steelport, like Minecraft BridgeView, or Steelport, or whatever I say. You send it to me, and I'll invite you in. I'll only take up to, at a time, 8 players. If someone leaves, I'll let another person join. But it'll only be for, like, a certain day, probably on the weekend in February. Now, that's about it. So, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I hope this did not go on too long. This was... Whoa, that was a long video. 22 minutes. Wow, I am sorry for it being that long. Normally it's 10 minutes. At first when I looked at this stuff, I thought, well, this doesn't look like too much. It'll probably be like an 8-minute video, maybe not even that. And I know that me going rambling on is probably taking up at least like 4 minutes. We'll take up 5 minutes of this video, but still, that's a lot more. That's almost double of what it is normally. So I don't know. I mean, I guess we did do a lot. In the past month, Zane built another skyscraper. Shocker. I finished the underground tunnel. I'm working on the subway. I'm starting a skyscraper. I built a McDonald's. I built a full-fledged football stadium for the most part. I built 3 houses in here, and yeah, that's about it. And a lot of roads. You know me and the roads. Oh man, but wow, I guess we have done a lot. Wow. Whew. Gosh. Guys, I think that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment, subscribe to it. Thanks for being on my channel. But says I'll be back here for another video, first couple days of January. So this is technically my last BridgeView before the end of the year. So hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas. I'm really excited from when I am recording, which is really the night before. Little Christmas joke I wasn't even trying there. It is, well, exactly, if I look at my calendar, from when I get this video up, it will be 4 weeks from this Friday. So that's great. About 29 days seems about it. But when I get this up, it'll be 28. Or not, I don't know. I'm a little tired myself right now. Like I said, I'm recording this late at night when everyone's gone to sleep. But yeah, that's about it. So guys, I will see you next month. Bye. Peace.